Yes.
What's up, guys? This is a Real Estate Podcast, episode 148. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And we're here with our hetero life mate, Adam G.
And this week we watched Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Oh, man, what a journey. 18 years, dude.
Who knew a comedy? Like, who knew a movie that marketed itself as a remake of one of the funniest movies from the 2000s?
Yeah.
And it becomes something that you have to approach with a lot of lenses strapped to your head, because it's not just a reboot, it's not just a sequel. It's a lot more.
It's everything.
It's a lot more than what it really is. And for a lot of people who aren't fans of the View Askew universe, this movie's going to be very lackluster to them.
Well,
Very, because they're not going to really understand.
No, it's complete fan service, dude.
Like they'll get certain pop references, obviously, but they don't get the deeper reasons why they're there.
Right. Oh, I agree 100%. I mean, and that's what he always said. Like, whenever he was making the movie and everything, like, it was made for Kevin Smith fans. You know, it's made by a Kevin Smith fan for Kevin Smith fans, and that's 100% it. But at the same time, the first time that I watched it, I wasn't expecting there to be that much heart in the movie. Like,
and the heart to me is not even the kid shit.
No, not at all.
No, like none of that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's touching that Jay has a kid in the movie and they go on this little character, development arc with Jay. But to me, it's so it's got a lot of heart aimed straight at you through the screen.
Yeah. What was the moment that got you?
Dude, when Jay, man, I'm gonna fucking get all fucking sad and shit too, because I'm still riding off the high from it. I just finished the movie like a fucking hour ago, dude.
Did you get teary-eyed, man?
Dude, I still will when I fucking say this, so don't
it's all
fucking
right,
make
dude.
fun of me.
I got teary-eyed when I watched it both times.
Yeah.
Same parts.
I gotta get myself together.
Maintain composure, Trav.
You got this, Trav.
No, man. When Jay's explaining to his kid, like, the kind of friend she needs.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah. Dude, I've told you fuckers
it's all right, dude.
for years. Shit with friendship fucking kills me.
Yeah.
I mean,
and dude, Kevin Smith has never done me like this before.
No, not at all.
I've never watched a Kevin Smith movie, like even the serious movies.
Yeah.
And been like sad.
Well, the only time that I felt like this watching a Kevin Smith movie was whenever in Clerks 2 when they're in the jail.
Oh, yeah.
And Randall is like going on and on about all this bullshit. And then at the end of the day, he's like, I just want to hang out with my friend all day. Like,
it's the same thing.
Yeah. But Jay and Silent Bob's been there so much more. You know what I mean? Like, those characters themselves mean so much more to us and a lot of other people. So I completely understand it, man. Like 110%. Because I think the part that got me the most was whenever they went into they're running through the different halls where they're having panels and stuff, and they bust in the hall with Batman.
Yeah.
And then him giving that speech about, like, we all thought we were going to get our own third act, but we don't get a third act. We're just the stage for our children. Like, that whole thing really.
And
really
you've seen
got
Kevin
me.
do that.
Like
Yeah.
that's something too. Like you can tell a lot of throughout the movie. They're really like they're showing you all the characters throughout all the different movies that I guess that are mortal.
Yeah.
How they they grew up in the sense of like they have kids now.
Yeah. They
Like the
become
whole
adults,
yeah
which is crazy because like when you think about like Clerks, Mallrats, all this stuff, I always like pictured those characters and those people at around the age of 25, between 20 and 25, somewhere in that ballpark. And then like to see them now 20 years later and it's
Yeah,
like,
in their 40s.
well, and it's one of those things where it's at the end of the day it's just a movie, this, that, and the other, but like these guys were just hanging out, making stupid jokes and having a good time, making each other laugh. And after all this time, what are they still doing?
Still friends. Still
They
making jokes. Still.
Yeah, they've still, I mean, they've got responsibilities and priorities have shifted, but at the end of the day, they want to hang out with their friends and make stupid jokes and like, be a parent and be a family. And at a certain point, your friends cross over from becoming your friends to your family.
Now, I'm not sure, but I think the little girl, when Ben Affleck was in there and little Amy came in, I
Yeah.
think that was Logan,
Yeah, that was.
right? Wasn't that Jay Music Kid? Okay.
yeah
What about
Yeah.
this
it
scene,
wasn't the
guys?
credits.
Where they're in the van, and they finally find out, what do you guys have in common? You guys grew up, had a good life. We all met in the chat room because we don't have dads.
Yeah.
And then he gave her that speech. He's like, "Well, I knew your old man, and
He was a
he
piece of
was a
shit.
piece of shit. And look how I turned out. I never knew my old man." She's like,
Yeah.
"No, you didn't turn out good." Like, look at
It's
you.
like,
You look like fucking meth heads. It's like
yeah.
they're from Jersey. It's just like, oh. But and then the scene where he when they part ways.
Yeah.
And the thing, there was a few times in here, man, where it was like, damn, this is.
This is real as fuck.
But
man.
Kevin was like, when he was laying there dying, we've heard him say this shit 1,000 times listening to his podcast and all the interviews. He's like, damn, the last movie I made was fucking, what, Tusk?
Yoga hosers.
It was Yoga Hosers?
Yeah.
Was that after?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And he was like, so he went in, like, he did his movie, man. Like, if something happened to him, he got this one out.
Yeah.
This was his, love letter to fucking his fans.
Yeah.
Travis,
what
when we were in that room, when people would come on screen, it was like hearing people cheering at a football game when somebody got a touchdown. And it just did that
yeah.
the whole movie. Super loud.
But yeah, dude, when Jay's telling his kid, when he's like, find you a good friend, find you one that listens, explaining in Silent Bob and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that was fucking
It was rough, wasn't it?
It was fucking awesome, though.
Yeah, it was. And then like it's crazy because we've seen the movies, we've experienced everything, but you never sit down and like think about what Jay and Bob's actually been through and done, and it sounds fucking insane,
Yeah,
It's like there was a monkey.
that was cool too.
And then
Yeah, he starts explaining
giving
this,
her
like all their on screen events.
He's
to
like, yo, we put
it's-
gum in the locks. We've been doing it every day.
Yeah, they're talking about like renegade angels and all this other shit, and God looks just like Alanis Morissette and all this other
Matt
shit.
Damon's
Yeah.
cameo was great.
Do you like
Yeah.
that? That came in after the movie was shot. He talked to Matt, and Matt was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And they were like, "All right, well, where are we going to put him?" So they just stuck him there. Like that was not in the original script. That just kind of came on later. But
Which
it was great how he got everyone back, dude.
Yeah,
Everyone. Like there was.
Yeah, it was fucking.
Who was the
all
movie
of it.
missing?
Mark Hamill.
Well, yeah, and I expected him to show up, kinda.
yeah,
But he and in a way he did.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
But
the
no,
way. Yeah.
but no FaceTime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Val Kilmer as Blunt Man was hilarious.
Yeah,
Wow, Kimber looking rough though, ain't he?
yeah.
I wonder
he
he
is.
didn't
Ugh.
speak.
Who was it
and
missing?
Just so much little shit. It's really hard to want to talk about this movie in a linear way, of like
Yeah.
from start to end. I feel like
you
the
just
best
want to
way
start
is
jumping
just,
around.
Yeah,
Well, here's
just
the
stream
first
it.
thing I want to
Yeah.
mention to you. When fucking Silent Bob comes out and does the speech from Glenn Ross at the KKK rally,
Yes.
was so goddamn funny, dude.
Well,
I don't know how he
mention
came up
Barry?
with that shit.
Yeah. Well, they talk about Glenn Ross all the time on the podcast.
Oh yeah, well, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
And that scene with it where he comes out and he's like, "Coffee's for closers." And he come out and he's like, "Is everybody here?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's smoking a cigarette. He's like, "All right, everybody, I'm from Mitchbury. I'm from uptown," you know? And just delivered the whole speech. He's like, "Is that a pitchfork? Pitchforks are for Klansmen." And just went on the whole. Just dude, I was sitting there dying. Like, is this? That's one of my favorite scenes in that movie where he comes out when he finds, because he's always got to get a speaking role.
Yeah.
And I was so happy that it, instead of being this. Oh, and did you guys notice when the van was pulling away? What did she say?
You dirty sheep fucker.
You dirty sheep fuckers. What, do y'all remember?
Yeah.
That's what Jay said. So he dude, he just kept bringing it back.
Yeah.
You
Never let
dirty
it
sheep
go.
fuckers.
At first, I was hoping that the van pulling up when they were first showing the operation, whatever,
Yeah.
I was so hoping it would be a Sean William Scott cameo.
Yeah, we didn't get him
Yeah.
either.
No.
Him being like, "Hey, where you going?"
That guy was like, "You ever seen Cannonball Run?"
That shit was fucking hilarious. Dom DeLuise.
God.
I mean,
When
it's
they
just
woke up in the road, and he
the
was
red
like,
man.
Oh, but
bent
the
over.
honestly the Ben Affleck chick from Chasing Amy, the whole that moment with them, that was for longtime fans. That was
Yeah.
a deep cut for everybody. Like, for sure.
Yeah. And like he wrote that pretty much like on the spot,
Yeah.
almost. Because I mean he
They were
wasn't
already
expecting-
well into shooting.
Yeah.
Had no
and
scene. Travis, do you know the story behind that?
No.
There's a podcast called Real Cinema or something like that. And it's a bunch of guys that do they work in cinema, like they interview people for like, these like internet sites and stuff. They're all like, they work in media for movies and stuff. So this one guy that's on that podcast, huge Kevin Smith fan.
Yeah.
Every time he interviews someone that's been in a Kevin Smith movie, he asks them about it. He always wastes a question to bring up a Kevin Smith movie or a part they played. He was doing a interview with Ben Affleck, and he asked him, he said, because they hadn't asked Affleck at this point, because Kevin Smith's like, we're not friends anymore. He hasn't talked to me in like, how long, dude? 10 years?
It was like 10 years, yeah.
It's been a long time. What it was, Ben Affleck's a big star, and Kevin kept telling these fucking stories on his podcast.
Yeah.
And Affleck got pissed, and they had some
Yeah.
words, and he's like, dude, you can't tell everybody this shit. Like, this is something,
Yeah.
it's
I'm
personal.
Batman, dude.
Like,
yeah.
you're fucking this up for me, and my wife is pissed. So,
Yeah.
Jennifer Gardner. Is that
I
her name?
remember because that was public whenever
Oh, yeah.
she was. Yeah.
She
very
didn't
public.
like Kevin. We're hanging out with your fucking little stoner friends anymore. So the guy was doing an interview with Ben Affleck, and he asked him, he said, they're making Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Has Kevin hit you up yet? And he's like, no, but, I mean, I'm down. And that's the only reason he's in the movie.
Yeah. He said, I'm available.
Yeah. So
And,
Kevin texted him, found the oldest number. He was going to send him a tweet, but he found the oldest number he had for him, texted him, and he was like, BA, what was it? He's like, BA, question mark? He was like, yeah, who's this? And he was like, KS. And he's like, Kevin? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? What's up? Like, and they just hit it off, and he's like, you want to come do the movie? And he's like, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Probably didn't make a penny. I mean,
No.
he made fun of it, like going around doing interviews. He's like, I pretty much just guilted everyone into doing it because I had a heart attack. And Stan Lee was gonna be in the movie.
Yeah.
That's why they put that thing at the end, because he died before they could shoot it.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't
yeah.
for that dude,
No.
no Affleck, and that tied it together. It was like a big bow.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
And that was my thing, man. If if that scene wouldn't have been in there, it would have been fine and everything. But like, I mean, I had this love with of chasing Amy. Like, I love the shit out of that movie, and I
Yeah.
watched it so fucking much. And I don't know why that one in particular. Like, I watched Mallrats a decent amount. I watched Jay and Bob a lot, but I watched Chasing Amy and Clerks probably the most. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know why, but I guess the story behind both of them made it that much more. I don't know. Anyway, so and just to see that wrap up, them co-parenting, their friends, they're taking Chasing Amy to Netflix. They're like,
It's a podcast.
yeah,
That was cool,
he's
man.
yeah, and I was just like, it was because we're never gonna get a Chasing Amy sequel. That's not gonna happen. We're not gonna get a Dogma sequel. That's not gonna happen. So it's nice to see that these characters are like just for a scene. You get to
Yeah.
catch up with these characters and see what they've been doing. And it's like that whole thing because the whole thing in Chasing Amy was like Affleck's character was having like this crisis, this identity crisis of who he is and who he wants to be and who he wants to be with and what he needs to do to get the girl and he's sabotaging himself and all this stuff and like just the same shit that like 5 to 10 years ago we were having those same problems. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to break it down, like in some way, shape, or form, we were having similar problems to that. And to see like these fictional characters that we've watched and looked up to, like it makes it feel like it's gonna be okay. Like getting older is gonna be okay. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know why, like that's what I got from it, but that's what I mean, it's just fictional nobodies. But these are like people that we all related to. We grew up with. They're like almost like our babysitters or our cousins or something.
Mm-hmm.
And to see that like they're fine, like everything worked out. Like yes, he's not with Amy, but he's in love with her still enough to have a kid with her and co-parent and everything's
He still
fine.
gets
Like
to see
it's
her all the time. Like at least he's
yeah.
a part of her life. That's better
Yeah,
than nothing for him.
yeah, it's just like just to see that it just I don't know. It just felt so good. And like hearing him give the speech and the spill about with the kid and everything, that really,
Oh yeah. Because I
that
get to spend the
really,
rest of my life chasing Amy.
yeah. And I was just like, I lost it, dude. Like, when we were watching it live, like Adam said, everybody was cheering, everybody was having a good
Yeah.
time, laughing and all this stuff. And like when you're sitting down at home and
It's
I
way
watch,
different.
yeah, I watched it by myself and like you actually get to hear that whole speech laid out with nobody coughing, nothing, no noise being made, and you just hear the intent
It's
and
just you in the movie.
yeah, you hear that intent and that delivery and it's like, "Oh my god," like it's come full circle. He was chasing Amy, trying to get the girl. And more or less he got the girl. Now he's chasing his daughter and making sure that she's going to be
He's gonna do
fine.
everything for her.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
that's his life
beautiful.
now.
Yeah, like he don't care about any of that shit, making comic books and all this stuff. Like he don't give a fuck. He's like, I got a kid. Like that's all that matters. It's beautiful.
It was, dude. And he wrote that scene like he just thought that up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Hello?
but
Oh. I was
I
like,
was
what
taking
happened?
I was taking a sip. Sorry.
Um, just everything when they go in the clerk's room and it's black and white and they look at each other and they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
Yeah,
dude, the security guard was there.
Yep.
yeah.
Like,
Diedrich Bader.
oh my
Is that
God,
who?
dude. When I
Those
Yeah,
saw him,
magical
I was just like,
guys.
oh, they brought the security guard back.
I mean
My, what a lovely tea party.
and the shit with fucking Jason Biggs and Vanderbeek.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit was so fucking funny, man.
He's like, as soon as we get to Hollywood and find Kevin James, we're going
Yeah.
to kick this fucking, he's like, that king of Queens fuck. And he was like, he's like, it's actually Kevin. You know what? Never mind. He
Yeah.
started to correct him.
Close enough.
Fucking
Yeah.
dude had his little Dixie cup.
Oh my god.
I love the fourth wall breaking throughout the movie.
Yeah.
They
Because
did
he
it
knew.
again. Who'd pay to see something like that? Oh, look at the.
Or when I love it because they even poked fun at the Martha moment in Batman versus
They
Superman.
did. What was her name?
Yeah.
I
It
forget.
escapes me. Yeah. But
You
I
know, like
mean,
you said, we don't get sequels for those movies, but we got sequels.
yeah, we
We
did.
got a we got a little bit, we got a little ending tacked on to everything. Like
Yeah,
we know what happened to Loki, and he's like, "I'm the real Loki. I've been
yeah.
doing this way longer than Tom Hiddleston."
Before his fucking
Okay,
fake British accent, that was so funny.
but it was cool to just see where everything was at. You know, like
Yeah,
just wrapped it all up, dude. Like if he went out tomorrow, he did it, man.
yeah,
He put a movie out there worth going out on.
yeah.
Finally, too. Like
It
I'm
was,
not
and
saying that all these movies over the years have been, terrible, but
no,
he finally gave in to it.
yeah, and that's the thing. I'm so glad that he gave into it, and not only did he do that, he doubled down.
He did, man.
I mean, he
Well, he
really
made it
like,
count at least.
Yeah.
yeah,
Which, like I said, I feel like a lot of people are probably going to skim over this movie.
I saw some bad comments.
But anyone that just remotely has a spot for these movies, who grew up watching them as long as we did, like there's no way that I can rate this movie like I rate the other movies,
No.
right,
because it's gonna get a full star
Of
from
course.
me.
yeah. I mean,
You like, and the thing is, the movie's made with Kevin Smith knowing what's wrong. Like that's the cool thing about the film too, is that it says what everyone thinks about reboots,
yeah,
what everyone knows about them. And in a way, this movie is a way of Kevin Smith being like, you want more than Jay and Silent Bob. You wanted more Jay and Silent Bob for so many goddamn years. That's from a time period where I could pull that.
Yeah.
Like not even I could do it.
yeah,
And it works, I think. Or at least
Oh yeah.
that's how my little 8-volt battery brain is processing it.
I enjoyed the reboot remake speech that he
yeah,
Yeah.
gave. It took us right back to what the fuck's the internet,
yeah,
and he's pulling it up, and how Silent Bob's doing the cell phone.
yeah,
Oh, and when they write the bad review,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for
dude.
the hater tots.
Yeah.
He said you're,
The way they did movies is hilarious in this movie.
yeah.
Welcome to
The subtle
movies.
the subtle shit, the welcome.
Yeah.
And
He
you
said,
hear
"I'll take a cow tipper."
you
He's
hear
like,
the
"I'm not gonna
fucking
order any vegan. I don't want none of your vegan shit touching my food."
you hear the music playing in the restaurant where it's like, in my mouth, put your movies in my mouth.
Wasn't the
Like,
guy standing in front of movies drinking? Wasn't that from Clerks? Wasn't he in Clerks though?
possibly,
The
I
fat
don't know.
dude that was drinking the two different drinks.
I think
He
so.
was in one of the other movies. He wasn't just
Yeah.
standing there for no reason. Or
It was
maybe
probably no, it was probably, yeah, because he was like, whenever Dante popped out and he's like, "Don't try to suck or don't suck any dick on your way through the
yeah.
parking lot," and then he started walking away. Hey, you get back here! I mean, I don't think he missed anybody, to be honest with you.
No,
I
dude.
mean, I mean, the only person that wasn't featured but he was talked about was Banky.
Well, so was Randall at the beginning when they handcuffed Dante, and he's like, is
You
this
wanna know
not
where Randall's
Randall?
at? I can take you to him.
I thought wasn't he at the Clerks panel?
Yeah, he was on the panel
Yeah,
in black and white. He just didn't have a scene.
yeah. Which his scene's coming.
Oh yeah.
I can't fucking wait, dude.
Yeah. I'm glad they made up.
I hope that his scene, whenever they do bring Randall back, you're gonna hear his voice before you see him.
Yeah,
He's
Like
gonna
what
steal
is
that movie,
like
dude.
there'll be like some kids talking about the new Star Wars, and you just hear him go, "What is this shit?
yeah, dude.
What the or like that could be the whole goddamn reason Randall has his own thing, as he comes out and he's like, so I just watched
An A&E
the new Star
biography.
Wars movies, and just you have him rip that trilogy the fuck apart, dude.
Yeah,
Because he's the kind of person that would do that.
Yeah.
Even if even if Kevin liked it, he's writing Randall to shit on it because that's
yeah,
Randall.
yeah.
Randall would shit on this movie.
I think that I think the closest that Kevin's ever gonna get to winning any kind of an award is I think that Randall could potentially, and I'm not saying it'll happen, but he could potentially be nominated for best supporting
Clerks
because
3.
like he's got the chops, dude.
Dude, the lines, his delivery in Clerks 2,
Yeah,
when
was
he was giving his little
amazing.
speech, man, it was like,
Yeah,
holy shit, dude, you're a good actor.
yeah,
Like,
he's a
you've got
really
this
good actor.
character down.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping in the next one that
I
would be
wonder.
awesome.
I wonder if like he did Jay and Bob because like he wanted to follow up with that and this and that, and then he's got all this other stuff he's gonna do. But I wonder if he also used Jay and Bob as a way to
Kind of reboot that.
well
Ooh.
to reboot the universe and like be able to sell the just sell it to a studio.
Well, I heard him talk about it. Like, he knew this was a sure. Well, own the rights to this flat out.
Yeah,
He knew he could make the money back. See, that's why he did the road show. His plan here, like by taking this thing on the road and doing like 60, almost 70 dates,
yeah,
he will be able to pay the investors back in full by the end of it. And he said
yeah,
that's unheard of.
right,
For people to invest in a movie like this and get their money back like that quick,
yeah,
so they'll give him more money to make another movie. And that's why he did it that way, so he could get more money, to make another one. So he booted with this one because it was, I mean,
yeah. I mean,
it
it's
was
Jay
going to
and Bob.
work.
Yeah,
And what's
people.
nice about this run, now we're seeing these movies through the eyes and the pen of a stoned Kevin Smith.
Yeah, a more heartfelt Kevin Smith.
Which, when he wrote the others, like Clerks and even Clerks 2, I think,
Yeah,
he wasn't smoking weed.
no,
And
he
they
didn't
did
start
really
until
create those weed strains. Those are real.
yeah. Which
Caviar Gold put those out.
I would partake.
Yeah. Which one would you
Like,
do, Berserker?
yeah, dude.
Dude, he kept pulling them out, and he's like, "Whoa, man, put it down." He's like, "I
We've
can't
only
call him
got.
Lunchbox no more. He's a snack pack."
He said, "No, woman." He said, "No, lady, the clit's not real." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, you and every other boyfriend I ever dated, like
Mhm.
that
it's
that scene made me laugh really hard when he was thinking about being on the set with Justice,
it
and he
fucking
was
dude is
bent
focused."
over, and
Yeah,
she was
we
fucking,
got we got the
railing on
montage
him.
all over
That
again.
was so funny, dude. We didn't have Bad Medicine playing, but she was standing behind him, like just wearing it out. And he was just like, "Oh yeah," like so funny, man. And you had
They,
fucking
they were even able to bring back Jessica Biel.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Is that her name? I don't think that's her
or yeah,
name.
I think
Is it?
so.
Shannon Elizabeth.
Duh.
Yeah.
Whoa. God was
When
I
I heard
wrong?
Jessica Biel, I'm like, that's that other hot chick.
They're all
Yeah,
three in that weird kind of.
Do you
You
know who
don't know
she's
if it's
married
her or
to,
not.
Travis?
Is it? Who? Jessica Biel?
No, Shannon Elizabeth.
Who?
Do you remember the guy that walks up that's like, the director won't talk to me now? And he was also in the first Jay and Bob. He's the dude on set with the guys directing. He's like, "Is it boogers in this shit?"
Yeah.
Dude with the beard and just look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Griffin?
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
married to that dude. She met that dude on the set of Jay and Bob and married him.
I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
Hats off to that dude. Yeah, I looked him up after I watched the movie because I'm like, I know this guy. He does a lot of writing and a lot
Yeah.
of stuff like that. But yeah, he's funny though, man. But I mean, the movie's perfect, man. Like it really is. It's
Perfect.
it's it's a fantastic adventure from beginning to end. I'm
And
glad that
I
we
was
get.
I was excited to see it, but at the same time you're kind of worried. It's like, "Oh, can he do it, man?" Because we've talked about it before, me and Trav, like that Jay and Silent Bob, man, that was one of our movies.
Yeah,
We wore that motherfucker out, dude, and it was like, can he do it? And he fucking did it, man. And he did a great job.
he did, and it makes me that much happier to know that he's going to continue adventuring
Yes.
into this View Askew
which is what he
universe
should have
more.
done. Which I guess that break was needed.
Yeah,
He had to go out, and he's like, I want to make other stuff. But
which
it's like, well, look,
makes
dude, that's all right, but this is where your bread right here is buttered at, man.
well, not only that though, but you got to think like all those View Askew movies are so heartfelt and they come from a real place. And it's like I think there for a while he was just like, I don't have
Burn out on it.
well, what else can I say? I wrote a movie about being in my 20s. I wrote a movie about, going to the mall and your
Yeah,
friends and
we've
discovering
all done
yourself.
that. That
Yeah.
we've all lived that life.
Yeah. He wrote a movie about being in a weird, complex relationship with somebody that you don't fully understand. You don't know how to handle it and how to control your own emotions in it. And then he wrote the movie about being in his 30s, and now it's time for the movie in his 40s/50s,
Yeah, I
like,
think all that time helped
yeah,
because he had time to grow and go through some life shit,
yeah,
and then he cries a lot.
yeah,
I've heard him cry more than I think I've heard anyone cry.
yeah.
Right.
He just shit just touches him. He's a stoner, but still he just
The
little
shit he's
things.
passionate about,
Oh man,
he's not ashamed to show you he's
especially
passionate
when
about it.
someone dies, dude.
Yeah.
When he was talking about that, what was his name? Something Jax. Oh
Um,
man, the guy
the
that fucking
producer,
that
yeah,
actually made it happen for him.
yeah,
Without him, they never would have had anything, or even Carrie Fisher or Stan Lee.
yeah. Or
Um,
dude from Dogma,
yeah.
uh, Hans
Alan
Gruber.
Rickman.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that one hit him hard,
yeah.
real hard.
So I mean, and the thing too is like he grew up, he got all of his teenage angst out, all of his adult angst out, and then he was content with life. Like he was making these movies, he was making some money, he's got a family, he's got a kid, he's happy, everybody around him's happy. Like it's hard to pull negativity from
Yeah,
being content in your life. And then
you could
like,
see that in this.
yeah. And he pulled like, it's one of those things where like you don't have to write about all your angst and all your problems and worries to hit home and to be heartfelt. All you got to do is just like hit them where it matters, which is like friends, family, kids. Like at the end of the
Yeah,
day, that's these people that grew up watching your films, which would be us and older. So the minimum age of your audience is going to be like 30.
we grew up with you, dude.
Yeah. So we're at that level where we're getting kind of
We're
content
there.
in our own
Yeah,
lives.
we're
Yeah.
right there with him, dude.
Yeah.
Him talking about Jason Mewes, and he's like, he's the greatest father ever,
Yeah.
which is crazy to say. He even says,
Yeah.
he's like, I never thought I would say that, but he's like, I wish Jason Mewes could be my dad. That's how.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought I was a really good dad, but this motherfucker takes the cake.
Yeah.
And he works that into the movie.
He does. You 100% see that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, man. I loved it. I can't wait for more. I can't wait for Mallrats. I
Oh my
can't wait
God.
for Clerks. I can't wait for anything that he's fixing to do next is going to be incredible.
He's gonna do. So
I think
he's
he's
still
doing
talking about Helena Hellbag. That's
Yeah.
still on here, but that's been. But Clerks 3, he is doing Mallrats. What's it called? It's got a different name.
Mall.
Something Mallrats. It's got a weird.
It's like Revenge of the Mallrats.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But Moose Jaw's Moose Jaw's been abandoned. That's what it says. But the scene I think he talked about the stuff he was gonna do with that. He just kind of went with this.
Yeah.
But I would still watch like a short or a full movie, like even an animated movie.
Yeah.
Would be great. Because the scene he read
Was hilarious.
where it's the scene from Jaws where he's like, you gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
And it's Jay and Bob like, we're gonna catch that fucking moose, snooch, you know. But I can't wait. I think the next one's Clerks 3. And then of course he's doing Masters of the Universe. That's the one that's on IMDb, but
Yeah.
you know
Wait,
that may
he's
not
doing
be.
He-Man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's directing Masters of the Universe, which is
Yeah.
animated.
Animated? Okay, yeah. I was wondering.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited, man. I think like after what I remember him talking about on a podcast I listened to recently was after he got through with the road show, then he was doing something. There's something that he had to do before that he had obligations to. Maybe it was like Supergirl or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he said that the next thing up for him was Mallrats. Like in spring to summer, he's going to start filming that.
Yeah,
And
they
then,
are going to film that next. You're right.
and then hopefully, um, this time next year we'll either have it or we'll be getting close to having Mallrats too.
Mhm.
Because I bet that he's going to do Mallrats 2 and do a road show with it.
To get the money back.
And then he's going to like hedge all his bets on Clerks. Because I think that, like, I haven't read or heard the script that he wrote for Clerks 3 before, but I guarantee you it's going to be like 10 times better than that. And
Yeah.
everybody that read the Clerks 3 script was like, oh my God, it's the best thing.
Everyone was down for it, dude.
Yeah.
This was pre-heart attack.
Yeah.
He's born again, guys. Like he is. This
He's
heart
back with a
attack
vengeance.
changed him, dude.
Yeah.
Well, like he was laying there and was like, you know what? I've had a good life. I'm not afraid to go. And then he got a second chance, you know, and it was like, man, it's just changed him. It's called Twilight of the Mallrats. That's the name of it. But do you know
Which
what
sounds
also this is what I think helps, guys. So he fought it for many years, making like another Jay and Bob movie. He's like, I want to spread my wings. I want to get that big fucking Hangover box office money. Putting that movie out there and traveling around and watching it almost 70 different times
Yeah.
with the true fans.
Yeah.
That's got to do something for you, man. To be in that room, like, look at all those people watching that and cheering.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I got to get back in there. I got to, you know, like,
Well,
he knows his audience, dude.
Yeah, those are the fans that matter, man.
Oh, and then, what was it? Wasn't Ash going to be in Mallrats? Is that what he's going to be in?
Yeah. Ash is going to be in Mallrats.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
The one and only Bruce motherfucking Campbell. They might shoot it in his backyard.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
You never know. He's got a fucking film set.
It would be great if they. It would be great if they wrote a punchline where he said something like, it's somewhere in the backyard," and then
Yeah.
like half the movie takes place in his backyard. But like, you know, in the movie it's something else. But we know like
The true fans that watch the doc on My Name is Bruce.
As we're the you know, the audience is like, oh shit, you know.
I think it would just be funny if like you see a quick little shot of like Jay and Bob popping up somewhere and it's like a ghost town and he's like, where the fuck are we at? Bruce Campbell's backyard? You know, like
Yeah.
a little throwaway
It's
thing
like that
like
one
that.
time we got lost in Bruce Campbell's backyard. Snack pack. So I'm
Oh, my-
guessing if they work him into it, he's gonna be like, you remember in the one movie he was like working in a store.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they work him in like that, like he's working.
I think he's going to play himself.
Oh, he's gonna play Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell's playing Bruce Campbell.
Oh
Dude.
my God.
He said in that tweet, he's like, Kevin was like, since Stan Lee's no longer with us, then Brody's going to need all of his heroes. And he's a huge fan of Evil Dead or something like that, so he's going to need Bruce Campbell.
Oh, it's even better.
I mean, what's better than Bruce Campbell
As
being
Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, like really.
And like treats like he goes Hollywood as fuck on Brody.
Yeah, oh my God.
Like, all right, kid, listen up.
Yeah.
You know?
Because he's like, Bruce Campbell, when he's playing that character, he can be a cocksucker, but he's like your favorite cocksucker.
Yeah.
He is your
He's
favorite asshole. He's like Randall.
He's the best uncle you never had.
Yeah, dude.
He's an asshole. He treats you like shit from time to time,
But you
but
still look up to him.
yeah, he's like, yeah, exactly.
I wish you were my dad. He's like, hands off, fucking peasant.
Yeah.
You know? And you're still like, ah.
I'm so happy we live in a world to where like Bruce Campbell can be himself and it be the greatest thing in the world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If Evil Dead never would have happened, we might have got Bruce Campbell, but we wouldn't have got Bruce Campbell. You know
No,
what I mean?
dude. It's
Not
like it
this Bruce.
somehow it created this
We wouldn't have
character.
gotten the character of Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. God,
With the fucking Bubba Hotep, dude.
Because I mean, we know he's just another.
He's
Joe
and
like
he's
the rest of
hamming it
us,
up.
But just the over the top the
He
fake
knows his fans and
the
he
fake
plays into it.
eccentricity of his of being Bruce Campbell. You know.
I guarantee you, if you met him, he would put it on for you. If you were at a con and you
Yeah.
met him, he would be everything you ever wanted him to be.
Yeah.
You would walk away, you'd be like, he was like a nice asshole, like
Yeah.
in a weird way. I've heard that dude like straight up give some interviews and shit and like drop some knowledge.
Yeah.
His book was really good. If Chins Could Talk.
Yeah. He's got a new book out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Audible.com/real estate.
I wish we had a fucking Audible sponsor.
Get that.
God.
His first book, I listened to him read that. He read his own book.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know he did
does
that.
the audio book for If Chins Could Talk.
Oh my God.
Should I have it, dude?
That's brilliant.
I can get that over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might need a link to that because, if Chins could talk.
I bet he reads the next one.
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna go to Amazon and
That
just
dude's
type in
his
Bruce.
voice, man. His delivery. He's like, like everything he says, you just picture him when he says it, he's got his head held high, dude.
Yeah.
Never puts his head down.
Bruce Campbell. All right, we've got Hell to the Chin. Further Confessions of a B movie actor came out September the 17th, 2019.
I'm on that.
1993, The Adventures. I didn't even know this was a thing. The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr., the complete series.
Well, I've seen that show.
If Chins
Where he
could
plays
kill.
a cowboy?
Yeah.
You've never seen that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it was like a TV show.
Yeah.
He's
haven't.
playing Bruce Campbell, dude. He's
Really?
Bruce Campbell with cowboy hat, dude.
It's got 27 episodes.
Yeah.
They're an hour long. Holy shit.
Garrett told me about that.
Let's see. Bruce Campbell Snarky coloring book. An American actor and voice actor. He's got his own coloring book. Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way come out in 2006. My Name is Bruce, Bubba Hotep, Army of Darkness, Down Periscope, Bruce Campbell Notebook, great notebook for school or as a diary, lined with more than 100. What? It's just him. It's a notebook with a picture of him on it. But yeah.
If you look on Audible, he does If Chins Could Talk, which I heard that, or Chins Could Kill. I heard that one, and he does Hell to the Chin. He reads both of those.
Wow. National treasure, dude.
I need to listen to that other one.
Yeah.
National treasure, dude. Fuck what anybody says. Bruce Campbell for president. He's like, I'll build a wall.
Can we get that on a t-shirt?
Bruce Campbell for president?
Yeah.
I would wear that.
Dude, I would wear it every day.
It's got like, it's up there in the top corner. He's holding up the boomstick.
Yeah.
And it's got a little red, white, and blue, but the red looks like blood.
Oh my God. It's
from
dripping
like a bullet.
down.
Yeah. Copyright real estate.
Let's see.
Get at us, Bruce. We might let you in on this.
Campbell for president. All right, we got to see.
That's got to be on a t-shirt already.
Somebody in Germany asked him if he would run for president. I'm interested to see what the fuck he had to
He's
say
like
about
President
that.
Germany,
Look, this is it, dude.
Ash for president.
Yeah. No, I got it right here. I'm gonna save the. No, I'm gonna copy the image.
This
Copy
Elect
the
the King
image.
one's pretty cool.
That's it, dude.
Oh, look, dude. Just change the date.
Yeah,
Man, I would put that sticker on my car.
I would too.
How many people would be like, hey, cool sticker?
I like this one. I think the most.
Is that a condom?
It is a condom. It
Screwing
says,
everything but the country?
yeah. Or this. Here's the shirt.
Oh, man.
Hail to the king, baby. He is the
The
king.
king, dude.
So let's let's rate the movie.
Star. Full star. Is there anything other than a star? Do we give it a nooch or a snoochy booch? Like, it's,
I think we give it a reboot, right?
we give it a reboot.
Yeah.
It for sure gets a Death Star. Full star, man. There's nothing I can say I haven't already said. The movie's amazing. If you're a Kevin Smith fan, you'll love it.
For sure.
That's it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't add anything else to it, man.
I mean, we could sit here and just suck this movie's dick all night.
well, like, here's the thing, man. Like, what this particular movie was, the whole, it was riffing off of a movie that meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to
And
watch it. We still got to watch it together. So
so,
you're not getting away without that. Like,
Hmm.
um,
but yeah, man. Like, my opinion on this film is completely biased. There's too much sentimental stuff attached to it for me to really try to dissect it as a film itself, which I mean, I did without doing, because I mean, it's just the nature of what we do for this now. But I mean, no, dude, it was a trip down memory lane that I needed,
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Don't it
Kevin
give
Smith.
and I'm
Yeah.
thankful for it. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree, man.
full fucking star.
Full star from me as well. I mean, dude, it's such a delight. So much heart, so much just everything went into this and it was just it meant so much to me. I know to all of us. Like it meant so much that it finally happened. We never because I never thought we would see those
Mm-mm.
characters again ever. And I'm so happy that we did, and I'm so happy that he went the direction that he went with it, and just over delivered, like
For
completely
real,
over
dude.
delivered. It's a fantastic movie.
Above and beyond.
Yeah, and anybody that like shit on the movie can pretty much just go fuck
Well,
themselves.
they're not a fan.
I mean, how can you not be a fan of what this movie's about though? Like it's about friendship and I mean, dude,
It was, dude. It was really playing on that friendship thing, even between the girls. Kevin Smith and Jay and then the people when you get to the end, like
yeah.
even like what about when you get to the end and Kevin's like, all right, I'm gonna do a little fade off. Everything's been tidied up. Like he just pretty much sat there and told you
Yeah, all of our actors are in place.
everything's perfect. We're just gonna do a little like it was like, oh dude, that was cool.
Yeah.
Come on,
Well,
Kevin James.
well, like for me, it's like I challenge anyone to. I mean, it's not even a challenge. Like if anybody's listening to this shit, go pick a movie. It don't have to be Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Go pick a movie that you bonded over with your friends and watch it again. But while
Yeah.
you watch it though, don't don't take in the movie so much as just put yourself back where you were when it was
Yeah,
all
dude.
happening.
Yeah.
And if the shit don't affect you, then you, you clearly don't understand what this particular episode really meant.
Yeah.
So
Because that's one of those things. Like when we first started playing music together, it's like I had, I knew me and Travis had hung out and stuff before. We talked about movies and stuff a lot, and I knew, like what level.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what level Adam was on. So I had to make a statement, dude.
Yeah.
I had to wear my Evil Dead shirt to
You had your
practice on the
Bruce
first
Campbell
day.
shirt on, dude.
I had to make a statement that I'm into it. And it's like,
I knew we were gonna be friends.
yeah, just knowing that, like, okay, there, Jay and Silent
Did
Bob,
you
it's
wear
kind
that
of,
on purpose?
I did.
You're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna let these guys know what's up.
Yeah. Because I mean, there's two types of people in the world. There's people that love Evil Dead and people that's not seen Evil Dead.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground. Once you watch it, you love it. And so yeah, I wore that just to throw it out there and be like, this is where I stand with the
I'm
movies.
down
Because
with the dead.
yeah, because if you're down with the dead, then 90% of the people that are down with that are down with the Bob.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're down with Kevin
It's
Smith.
pretty
They're down.
much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like
How long did I wait before I was like, oh, I think it wasn't too long after we walked in.
you're like, I like that shirt.
I just had to let you know
And
that I was
I'm
coming
like,
from the same place.
yeah, like I mean, I
Shirt's
was
been
putting
noticed.
yeah, I was putting it on Front Street, dude. I mean, I had that shirt for years. I
Yeah.
couldn't wear it to
You like went
school.
and dug it out.
I did
Guys are
because I
coming over.
knew.
It was all wrinkled up when we came in. Tell you just put
Yeah.
it on. No. I'm just
But
kidding.
it's just great to like, and it's weird how life works out to where like you're into like these movies and they mean so much to you, and then you meet other people like from with different circumstances and different agendas in mind, and then you meet them and they're into the exact same shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's crazy just to think about because we all got together to play music. You guys knew each other, but I didn't know y'all. But we all came together because of music, and then like
And then
we're
we
pretty
we
much
still hung around.
yeah. I mean, we're all pretty much on the same page for the most part about like watching
Everything.
and yeah, watching and doing and this and that and music and movies and like all different types of arts and media and this and that. It's just crazy. Like people, and my wife is one. People that don't understand like what movies mean to people. They never get it. But there's like a bonding thing over that. And
Film and music, man.
yeah, I mean it's uh, you can't cut it any more than that. Like really. Because like yeah, you can bond over other stuff and that's fine and everything, but like with music and movies, you're experiencing the same thing, yet you're having a different reaction to it. You know what I mean?
That's our shit.
Yeah. So it's like we can all three watch a movie and we can all have different experiences, but we experienced the same movie.
Hmm.
And we can sit down and talk about it and like pick it apart piece by piece and talk about like what this meant, what that meant,
That your average person would be like, "What?
yeah.
I didn't
And they
notice that." It's like, well,
yeah.
you should have paid attention because
Well, dude, we've been doing the podcast for about 10 years without even recording it.
yeah, we
You
have.
know what I mean? Really. I mean, because like we were all introducing each other to so much shit. And it's like we would get together to play music and we would end up talking about
We'd
movies
end up hanging
or,
out.
yeah, or TV shows. Like, remember when Breaking Bad was, we were all
Oh my
watching
god,
Breaking
when
Bad?
it was still on TV,
Yeah. You know what I
we
mean?
couldn't wait to like get together
Yeah.
to
It's like, I
talk
can't
to
wait.
have our own little podcast just for us.
Yeah. And this is, and people that don't even, nobody was there, but this is how it would go 5 to 10 minutes of talking about Breaking Bad, the newest episode, run through a song. As soon as the song's over, what about this one part in Breaking Bad when this, oh, dude, how fucking crazy. And then
Yeah,
next song, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just right back into it. It was like a well-oiled machine that we didn't even plan.
Well, and you know you're on that level with people when like you watch something and after you watch it, you're like, I can't wait to hear what the guys got to say about this.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
right.
talk about this with them. Me and Griffin, dude, you remember leaving like the theater
Yeah,
and standing in the parking lot by the car? It's just us, just
yeah,
talking about the movie we watched.
yeah,
Couldn't wait to get outside so we could be like, oh shit, and then this, and then it's like someone would be standing there like, yeah, I just watched it, and it's like, no, 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 we got to talk about it.
yeah.
Like
You don't
we
understand.
got to discuss this.
Yeah, or when we all went and watched Thor.
Dude, that was the first movie we all collectively watched together.
And
Yeah,
we just when we came out of the theater, we were like, like just,
yeah. Or Tron
oh
Legacy.
my god.
We all went and watched that together, and we fucking talked about that shit. I mean, when me and Trav went on our first date and went we watched the Wolf Man. The whole way back, we talked about that movie nonstop,
Yeah,
just
And like,
because of
yeah, dude, werewolfing through a window was like I
he
think mine
jumped
and
through a
Griffin's
lot of
first
windows with that
inside
movie.
joke, man.
yeah.
That was one of
He
our first. Yeah,
That should be a drinking game.
every time he busts through a window, you take a
Yeah.
shot, dude. You'd be hammered within the first
If you
20
check the
minutes.
budget out, 50% of that was glass.
I believe it,
And a
because dude,
stunt man.
if if there was a single window that was intact, you bet your fucking ass he was hauling ass through
He was
that thing.
busting through it like the Kool-Aid man, dude.
He didn't give a fuck, man. But yeah, I'm done fucking spilling over it, man. It's great to like watch movies and be a fan of film right now.
It's just a good
There's
time.
there's so much shit that's coming out, man.
And it's been a really good year.
Yes,
A
a
lot of good
really good.
movies this year.
So
So we got the Death Star.
yeah,
All
and then
three Death Star.
yeah, and then Adam dropped this video in here, the film theorist,
What I
about
drop?
can Disney still
Oh,
Spider Man?
I dropped that like for y'all to watch it.
Right.
I watched it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I thought it was a news article. I didn't realize it was a video until just now.
Let me kind of flip through it here because he kind of throws shit up.
Yeah,
Well, it was we already talked about how Disney wants 10 billion. I mean Sony, they want 10 billion.
for Spider Man.
But here's the thing. Disney, I think they're going to be able to get it for nothing.
Oh,
And that's what
really?
that's talking about. I
Hmm.
meant to include yeah, they're right there. See what I said? Y'all check this out before the pod.
Yeah, but like I
Um,
said, I thought it
yeah.
was that's my
But he talks about that, and I mean, we could listen to it, but it's 13 minutes long. But we could pick it up and do it again. But he talks about there's a lot going on there.
right.
Um, I was trying to skim through it, but I think that's why they're holding out. Is because if Sony doesn't keep pumping out Spider-Man movies, or if
They
they
look.
sell it to someone
the
Yeah,
rights revert back to Marvel.
and then they get it right back.
yeah,
So there's something going on. They're playing a game with them,
right.
and by splitting the movie stuff with them, they're still making money. They still have access to all the characters.
Yeah,
Oh, I heard this is what I heard. Apple TV may buy Sony stuff up,
yeah. I heard
and
that
I
too.
think if they sell it, doesn't it go back to Marvel?
Yeah, I don't think they can.
They don't get
Well,
it. I think that was part of the deal, dude. Like if you ever sell, it's got to go back to Marvel.
see, that's
There's some
interesting.
kind of deal there.
Yeah.
And we'll check that out and we'll bring it up next time. But there's a whole thing going on there, and Disney's playing a game.
Well, I
Um,
think at the end of the day, like, and we've talked
but
about this on the last pod, and since then, is like Sony is making money hand over fist here with this deal, because they're not having to do anything except like, okay, You guys could use the characters and give us money. You know what I'm saying? So it's stupid for them not to continue this deal because they're going to keep making, I mean, they've got a hero, a couple of heroes, and more importantly, villains with what they own. So you can't really do too much with the villains other than make like hopefully a Venom movie like Morbius is going to be. Hopefully it'll work out, but I'm still holding my breath on it. Like I don't know if it's going to be, great. I don't know if it's going to be bad, but I'm hoping that it'll be great. We'll have to see on that. But I think that Sony's getting the better deal out of it for sure.
Yeah.
And I think that they would be stupid not to continue cooperating with Marvel on all this because I mean there's going to be a point where the hype and everything is going to decrease and everybody watching comic book movies are going to go down and it's going to kind of go back to what it was
Mm-hmm.
before. The quality and the content is going to be great, but there's going to reach a saturation point in the market with comic book movies. And I'm going to say I didn't think that it would hit the saturation point after the Thanos thing wrapped up, but I think that, most people say that the sequels, the middle movie kills the franchise. The third movie tries to bring it back. I kind of feel like this
Well,
might happen with this.
I have I have I have to play devil's advocate with it because I genuinely feel that as long as Disney or Sony or both of them, as long as they keep working with a direction, like it's going, like when it gets to the point where we have a movie that comes out and it's just there, because I think the time period of that is gone.
Yeah,
If like regardless of whether it's a sequel or it's a new introduction to a character, as long as they are staying on the ground running with it all culminating to it all having a point that fits into the narrative, a
yeah,
la the Infinity Saga, as long as they keep that, I don't think it'll ever truly be oversaturated. What I see them doing is like kind of like a radio. They're going to fine tune it down and streamline it to where the comic genre is going to always be there, but it's going to it's going to find its way into where it fits. It's going to stay there, and the rest of the cinematic world is going to, you know what I mean? Like it's going to slowly organize itself,
yeah,
and we're already seeing that now by the way Marvel does the phases.
right.
You know, and they're really, and that's the thing too. It's not like we just get, oh, there's this movie and everyone's suddenly like, oh god, they're making that, that's amazing, and then it happens, but it's not just a secular thing anymore.
Yeah,
By doing the phases, by having the press conferences where they come out and they go, here's what you can expect of over the next X years and what this all could mean. We're not going to show you all the tricks in the bag, but with this much content that we have together, you obviously know they're working towards something.
right.
And I don't see it fading really. And if it does, it's definitely, if anything, Marvel still got another 10 years to play with what they're doing.
Yeah, I agree. But I think like with the scale that Endgame ended everything on, they're gonna have to ramp that back up to 11. They're gonna have to ramp it up to 11 in order to capture that audience again. Because us, we're gonna watch them regardless, and there's
Well,
gonna be
they're gonna have to make somebody. They're gonna have to have a actor that is the new Robert Downey Jr. that's gonna carry all of this. That's gonna have everyone go, yeah, you know, Eternals was good, but my God, insert X hero movie. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Well, we like the Spider Man they got.
yeah. So I
I
mean,
like him.
yeah. So I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. But I
But
just hope that it doesn't kill your average moviegoer's care.
right. Well, the thing with the beauty about Disney and the beauty about this comic this comic shit that we like is that a kid getting that first comic book for the first time,
Yeah, watching
or
their first Marvel
or
movie.
now they fucking download it to their iPad or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like right now, there's probably, well, hell, it's too late for a normal kid to be up this late. But somewhere today there was a kid that sat down with his meal to have his dinner movie thing before bedtime, and his first movie tonight was Iron Man,
yeah,
and the shit probably blew his fucking mind.
yeah.
And I'm
Well,
kind of I'm jealous of all of people who get into the things that I enjoy for the first time, because you're not, it's like a high, man. You're not gonna, like, the first time you do something like that, you're not gonna ever, nothing is ever gonna make me feel the way I felt the first time I saw Michael Keaton step on the screen as Batman.
yeah,
No
right.
Batman movie that ever comes out is ever gonna, like, as much as I loved Batman versus Superman, as much as I love the Dark Knight trilogy, like, it's they're not Keaton.
Yeah,
No.
I understand.
Hashtag not Keaton.
I mean,
But
Hashtag save
something
Keaton.
they say in that, like, you got to think about this, because this is something Apple TV's thinking about buying Sony. Well, look, dude, they don't make movies. They make stuff for a streaming service, so they're not getting box office numbers.
No,
That ain't happening. They're not gonna spend, $300 million on a movie to put
no,
on their streaming service. It's just not that's not gonna work.
right.
So if Apple buys it, they may sell it to Disney at a discount price. Either way, Apple buys it. They don't make any Spider-Man stuff because it's like, well, I mean, we can't pump that kind of money into it. And if we don't put that kind of money into it, it's going to look like shit. Nobody's going to watch it. They're not going to like it. So then if
Yeah.
they don't make anything, it goes back to Disney. So if Disney just plays the long game, they'll eventually get the rights back.
Yeah.
So how do y'all? I saw this, and I know it's a rumor, because something like this that would be announced as news, we'd already be on it. But if the rumor were true, how would you guys react to the concept of Sony doing a Spider-Verse movie where we get Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire?
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Like, we get a another Into the Spider-Verse, but it's just live action.
I would be fine with that if they bring in a young kid to play Miles Morales. Like a young kid.
Well,
Like,
I feel like that would be the big, hey, guess what we're bringing to the table? Like, not only are you going to get wham bam and thank you, ma'am, you're just going to get the whole fucking pantry tonight.
yeah.
Y'all, that Into the Spider-Verse movie made a shit ton of money.
It was really good.
It made a shit. I actually saw it on a list recently.
It was
Of
really,
top
really
a
good,
top
man.
movie list, and it was like
It's
number one.
Well, I wouldn't put it number one, but it is
It may have
arguably
been
one of
like
the
an
best.
animated list. Or
It
something.
is one of the best. It's one of the best comic movies. Period.
Well, look, dude, they spent $90 million on it, and they made $375.
Which is insane.
That's a good. I mean, and it was just animated.
Yeah.
And it was a damn good story.
And that was Sony. Sony did that on their own.
Yeah.
It's proof they can still do it. So this new movie they have coming out, this Morbius. I mean, did you guys ever think you'd see that movie?
Fuck
Ever?
no.
No,
Fuck
I didn't.
no.
Dude,
I
I
didn't
don't even know
think
who
we
the
would-
fuck it is. I was like,
let's face it, guys. We're in part of this whole comic book movie thing where any movie coming out now, if you would have told us 20 years ago, hey man, don't worry, there's going to be a movie called Avengers Endgame, we'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Marvel
Yeah.
busted
Ain't
it
no
wide
fucking
open.
way Hollywood's gonna blow that kind of money on some nerd shit.
Y'all know we have Marvel to thank for all of this. All of this shit
yeah.
we're getting. They showed like this is what the people want to see.
We have to thank Blade for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Marvel in a big bad way.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Blade, by the way.
And I feel like Morbius is going to hint at that. It would be the coolest fucking thing ever if, like, the last shot of Morbius, you just see the edge of Blade's sword come into shot, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be good. But yeah, I mean, whatever happens, man, is gonna be fine. I mean, at the end of the day, we've already got quality content, and we might potentially get even more quality content than we ever thought. So, I mean, I'm just glad that like they're gonna be able to finish what they've started with Tom Holland, and that's enough for me. It would be nice to have him around even more, to have him in, other
Because
team
he's
up
got some
films
years left on him, man. He's
for
young,
sure.
man. He can. He's a
Dude,
great Spider-Man,
he
dude.
could bank on Spider-Man. Like that could be his meal ticket for the rest of his film career, and he could go on to do any more dramatic, serious role he wanted.
Yeah, but like
It would just be him reserving that time in his life to be like, okay, every other year I'm shooting a Spider-Man thing.
yeah,
Oh, and he's
um,
down.
yeah. He
He
knows the
Well,
cried
deal.
on the
yeah.
phone, dude.
Here's my thing, dude, and I feel like it's got to be different when you're an actor and you're not necessarily a fan that grew up and was like, okay, I get to be this character. This is so fucking cool. But I think I feel like a lot of the things that keeps a lot of these actors in these roles is when they inevitably have to go, they have to go see some kids or something, man.
Yeah,
And they see how much these kids like give a shit about these ridiculous characters. Even grown ass men like us,
Yeah.
man. Like,
What it
yeah,
means to people.
like if I played any kind of character like that, dude, and someone was like, "I want you to go," we've got some sick kids, or we want you to show up for a benefit or something. I'd be like, "Hell yeah, I'll do it for fucking free."
I
yeah.
I saw an interview with Tom Hollins on one of the late night shows, and he was talking about his brother. He hired his brother to be like his assistant to get him, manage him, like keep
Right.
his books for him. But he was talking about him and his brother acquired the rights to something, and they're writing a movie for it. But he wouldn't
Really?
say what it was. He said it took us a while to get the rights. We finally got the rights. We're gonna write the movie and make it. He's like, we're really excited. He's like, I can't tell you what it is. And I was like, wonder. And I was just racking my brain, like, what could that be? Like some book, or you know, that was cool to hear that he's interested in making stuff, and he's gonna take this Spider-Man money and try to do something with it.
Which makes sense. I
Yeah, and
mean,
then
And
I listened to the interview with Robert Downey Jr. on Joe Rogan.
yeah,
Amazing that he was on Joe Rogan, but right at the beginning, Rogan was talking about Iron Man, and he was
yeah,
like, he was just kissing his ass. He was like, dude, come on, dude, you're fucking Iron Man. He's like, are you really done? Like, if they call you tomorrow and they're like, because they can kind of move some shit around and make it happen. He's like, the time travel thing, like they can bring you back. He's like, you're telling me if they call you up tomorrow, you're not putting the suit back on? He's like, come on, man. He said, do you know the reaction? People would flip out
yeah,
if you came back as Iron Man. And Robert Downey was like, look, man, I've been doing this a long time. I'm done for now. I want to do
oh,
some other stuff. Like I've been doing this a long time, and these movies take a long time to make. It's a lot of work, and
yeah.
I just need to do something else for a while. So he didn't
But
like completely shut it down,
no,
but he was just like, I need a break. Like
yeah,
I've been doing this a long time. What is it, 10
well,
years?
he can't say that he would be done because
No.
everyone and their mother would cry foul the moment he shows up in some sort of cameo. Because like let's face it, his character and even America and anyone else, any of the old guard, they're the type of characters that even when they're done making the movies, like they're not the center of the film anymore. I feel like because of what Marvel and what those movies have done for them, even on a financial level, let's just low blow here with that. Even the amount of money that Marvel's made for these people, they would be absolutely fucking stupid to not show up for like a 2 minute cameo in a movie,
yeah,
or or something as far as like let's just go arbitrarily into the future. You have some sort of moment where the current roster of heroes, they're in the down and out moment or and suddenly the computer cuts, hologram pops up, and it's goddamn Robert Downey Jr. saying, "What the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Get your shit
Even if it's
together.
just built into the
Fucking save
spider
the fucking
suit
day."
or
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude,
I mean, and that could be. I mean, there's ways that he can be a part of it in such a small fashion that it's not gonna fuck his
yeah, just
whole
something.
schedule up.
But you're sitting there watching the movie, and I agree with this. Like, give us a few first. Like, let us forget about it. Let us move
Yeah,
on. Like
let's
it ain't coming back. Like it'll never
yeah.
happen.
Well,
And
like
then all of a
Endgame,
sudden,
and I think that's a smart move on Marvel by not being like, we're gonna go right to Avengers 4 to see what happens next. It's like, no, let's let the events of Endgame ring out.
I don't understand why this Black Widow movie is coming out after. Spoiler alerts. I don't know
Well,
why it's coming out after that. And there may be
well,
some stuff in there that they
I
don't
feel
want
like
to show you, but it's like,
I feel like in a weird way, it's more or
uh,
less. I think it's Marvel just trying to right a wrong.
just yeah.
Yeah.
But she's
But,
gone.
because truth be told, because of how significant Black Widow became, she kind of did deserve her own movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Hawkeye's
Considering what her character's arc culminates to, a standalone film totally works. And yeah, and I think this one will be okay. I think it's going to have some cool.
It's pretty good.
I think the fact that Taskmaster's the bad guy is a pretty interesting villain to have. You've got the guy who can remember everyone's moves and shit. So
Multitask.
it's gonna be really fucking cool seeing him pull off like kind of things that everyone like visual cues that's gonna make everyone in the audience be
Well,
like, holy shit, he's been studying this guy too.
and in the trailer, she's talking to her sister. I think that's her sister because she calls her sister, but they're like fighting, and then she's like, "There's a whole school full of Black Widows in training," and it's like, "Oh shit!" They're like, "We're training Black Widows over here. Like that's where you came." Like
right.
it'd be kind of cool to get her backstory because I don't know any of it. And she, and her backstory is like real cloudy in the movies. Like you really don't know, like
Yeah.
where's she from? Why is she so badass? Like she's just,
Well,
she ain't got no
she's
superpower. Like
well, she's
she's
it's not like
fucking
I've read
pretty,
any solo stories of Black Widow, but from what I made of the trailers and stuff, she's essentially the Winter Soldier without the going under, like being put to sleep.
Without the
Yeah.
cryo.
She's one of many. Like
Oh
she's
yeah,
not the only Black Widow.
yeah.
Just like
She's
Bucky's not the only Winter Soldier.
she's just like the badass one that that stepped
She's
away
the one.
and went and
She's
did
the
her
one
own
that
thing.
passed the Turing test.
Yeah.
Like she's a little smarter than the other ones. Like
Yeah.
she came to kind of got some awareness going on.
Well, the way they spent it in the trailer, they're not good, and she's good.
See that's the thing too. Like most of the times that I ever saw Black Widow, all the heroes always treated her with suspicion. Like, is she gonna fuck us over? Or is she gonna help us this time?
She's the
Yeah.
good one. But yeah,
Well, do y'all want to get into some trailer news?
let's get into it.
Because we got a fucking shit ton of them this week.
We could skip anything that y'all want to skip, but
I'm down for all of them. I'm DT Dub.
now this Daniel Radcliffe movie,
Looks over the fucking top
it looks over the top, but I'm fucking DTW. You know what I'm saying?
for sure. I'm ready for
You
it.
know when
man.
y'all got it up.
All right.
3, 2, 1, play. All right, here we go. Don't you hate when somebody bumps into you with those fucking sonic rings? Schism sounds like a Tool song. This trailer's crazy. How'd he unlock his phone? Look at the camera work, man. And then how dry is this? He's already fucked up. It's just the beginning of the movie. Oh yeah. Fits the times here. This is I don't know who she is, but she's killing it. This is another dry moment, but hilarious. Look at that wheel right in his face. To that guy, man. I mean, that looks like some
Like
shit I
who
want to
turns
watch.
down a script like that anyway? Like good on him for taking the role on.
Yeah.
And
Well,
and
I mean,
he's pick and choosy. He can be
yeah.
at this point in his career.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's still getting the Potter check. I mean,
Well, and it's cool to see him like kind of loosen his pants a little bit and just like because how often do you see somebody like that?
like, well, don't you want to just, in a weird way, don't you just want to like take the trailer or at least the scene of him in the first Harry Potter movie being like, Voldemort wants to kill me,
Yeah.
and
Your
and
fucked
then
up
you show what
face.
he. Then you show, yeah, it's like you got a fucked up face, man, and he's sitting there with a gun in his mouth. You're like, okay,
It is pretty fucking depressing, you
Yeah.
know. Just
Well,
mash them together.
well,
we've got to nail that impersonation and prank somebody.
He escaped the typecast, man.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
did it.
Well,
I
not
never
only
thought he would do anything.
but well, if you think about it, I feel like maybe he did it smart by after Potter
He
was
went
out.
away
He
a while.
fucking yeah
He went
came back
away.
with a few indie
Well,
movies.
he
You know,
came
he did
back a grown
Horns.
ass man.
Yeah, he did Horns. Then he did, you know, well, no, wait. The first movie I remember him doing
That scary
post
one.
Harry Potter was the Woman in Black.
That's it.
yeah.
Now, I
I
think I've
didn't
said it.
watch that.
I think I've said it before on here, but if you want some peak Daniel Radcliffe range acting, watch The Young Doctor's Notebook on Netflix.
Yeah,
It's
I've heard
3
good
episodes
stuff.
long, but it is so goddamn good.
I've never heard of it.
It is so good. It's him and John Hamm. They
Oh.
play the same person from two different time periods.
Oh.
It follows a doctor during World War One
Oh
out
shit.
in the middle of Russia. Where he's stationed at, there's nobody. You
He
know what I mean,
acting
for
his ass
miles.
off.
So it gets snowed in, and it's just him and his team. And the whole thing of the show is that the movie or the show starts with John Hamm being him as an older doctor and everything. Well, he's getting raided by the government because they've noticed that he's cooked the books on the amount of morphine that they have. And you find out it's because being isolated out there, he got hooked on morphine. He became an addict.
Mm-hmm.
And so throughout the show, it's showing you all these things, all these horrible decisions he made to fuel his addiction. And there's a scene where he does morphine for the first time. He injects it and everything. And when he
Now,
does,
when he does it for the first time, is this
yeah,
Radcliffe doing it?
yeah,
'Cause
it's
he's young?
Well,
Okay.
here's the thing. Ratcliffe's doing it, but if I'm not mistaken, John Hamm is pushing the needle in. And when he's nodding off, John Hamm's character looks at Radcliffe and goes, "Enjoy it, because it'll never feel like this again."
Wow.
And it's really,
I gotta
dude,
see that.
it's really fucking good, man. If you like addict movies, dude, Young Doctor's Notebook is fucking, it's good. Like, dude, there's a part where he's fucking like he's using up the supply, and you know he can't just keep ordering more because they're gonna be like something's up. So he starts putting water in the bottles
Yeah.
that hold the morphine. And there's a scene where finally the war comes to the little hospital,
Oh
dude. And
no.
they got to bring a soldier in,
And they don't have enough
and they
morphine to
need
go
morphine
around.
drip. and they have to inject water in this motherfucker's bloodstream,
Oh my
dude.
god, dude!
And the
Which won't
blood
kill you, but
the blood curdling scream that you hear in this show will fucking stay with you.
Mm.
But I
you
mean,
know,
for all its seriousness
I
and
need to
dark
see
parts
that.
like
You
that,
said it's on Netflix.
yeah, it's called
Is
A
that a
Young
Netflix
Doctor's.
original?
No, it's a
Okay.
BBC show.
Oh, well, something about him, like the Harry Potter movies. You know, they're Harry Potter movies, but he had been playing Harry Potter since he was a child. So like, you really can't. You know, there's really no range here.
Yeah.
He's just
But
Harry
like,
Potter. It's like I've been doing this since I was 12 or 7.
but there's
like,
also some very, there's some dry comedy. It is British humor. There's this whole thing where he's on his way, or it's his first day there, and one of them's like, "Watch out for Nurse so and so" or whatever. It's like most people tend to be seduced by her, and then it cuts to her, and she's just plain Jane, not the most attractive looking woman in the world,
mhm.
and you forget about it, but you kind of laugh that off. But then, like, a few episodes later, he's like fucking banging the shit out of her in one of the rooms because I mean,
Okay.
they're just isolated, like
I was like,
it
shit,
ends
I'm
up
in.
happening,
Little Harry Potter beat down.
Yeah.
Harry Twatter.
He gets his wand in.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you guys should check it out though. It's worth.
Oh, you
it's
sold
worth
me,
a
dude.
watch.
Sold America. I'm down for that. What we got next?
The Night Cart.
Oh, I recognize this face. What do I know this face from? This face
For
looks
some reason,
so familiar.
I'm thinking either.
Hang on, I'm pulling him up.
It's
What do you
he's
think he's from?
that Spielberg movie.
Do y'all know what he's from? Ready
Yeah.
Player One.
Yeah,
Yep.
Spielberg
You got
movie,
it. Yeah, he was also in X-Men Apocalypse. But Ready Player. Oh, he was in Mud, dude.
Yeah.
He's a kid
For
in
some
Mud.
reason, I was thinking Baby Driver.
He kind of looks like Baby Driver.
I'm
Let's
ready
fire
for
it up. You ready, Trav?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. I have not seen the trailer for this. Oh. Is he watching their rooms? What was that Creep movie? Creep what? Oh, he's like a serial killer dude. And he's fucking Dextering these motherfuckers like, I can pretend to be normal. Yeah, he's pretending to be normal. Oh. It's got her in it? Is that the way he runs? Yeah, he's fucking batshit crazy. So he's just imagining himself laying with him. I mean, I can't wait to see what's
Or
up.
really, I mean, I'm not singling you out. I mean, this is if like any computer repair dude or any network establishing guy just lost his shit one time, was just like, fuck it.
Well,
Everyone's
he gets a
getting
job
camera.
working there, and then he he puts cameras in there, and when they come to the desk, he's like, "You're in room 13 because that's where I have a camera." Like he's picking and choosing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's
purging
got
out.
Looks like he's got some Nightcrawler going on. Like he's tapped
That's
his
what I
inner
was
Jake
trying to think of.
Gyllenhaal.
Nightcrawler, yeah. That's
he's,
it.
He's got some social anxiety
A
problems.
little
there.
bit.
Yeah.
He's an incel.
Yeah. So next we got Stargirl,
Y'all ready?
Disney
Okay.
movie.
Okay.
You ready, Trav? You ready, Griffin?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. Stargirl. See what we got. Where's this going? I'm guessing that Jesse Eisenberg wasn't available. Y'all know what I mean? Good luck with that. Oh, wait. Is this that girl that was on America's Got Talent? It is. I believe it is, dude. It is her, guys. She was on one of those America's Got Talent. Trent sent me a video of her singing when she was like 12. She's good. She's got a YouTube channel. No. Mr. Starman waiting. Just cue the Dewey Cox. Yeah, this is the girl from America's Got Talent. Playing a weirdo. He's in love with her. Hey, Trent sent me some videos of this girl singing, and she's good, dude. Or drugs. Would you like some acid, star girl? Well, it looks happy. Going straight to streaming service.
So I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for that.
No, it's all right, man.
I thought it was like
Hey,
a superhero thing.
I
but,
clicked on it, but didn't post it.
That's my bad.
No, dude. Hey.
Nah,
Now.
I feel like I'm an incel now.
No, dude. No, man. The trailer wasn't that bad. Hey, you guys should hear her sing. I'm pretty sure I saw Trent cry while she was singing. He was like, "It's a goddamn song, man." I was like, "All right, dude, calm down, dude. You need a hug." All
I'm
right.
ready for this next one. I'm interested.
They are making a Ozzy Osbourne documentary. Now, Travis, I don't know if you know this, but his family came out here recently. Ozzy's got Parkinson's.
Yeah.
He ain't doing good. You know, he's in his 70s.
Yeah. I mean,
What do y'all think he's like? I mean, the fact that he's in his 70s.
Everyone's aware of his history.
71 years old. Well, I'm just trying to spin the yarn.
No. But I didn't mean it that way.
Parkinson's
I mean
is new. That's new.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean, but we know that like
he's crazy. He bit the head off a fucking dove, dude.
The fact that it's called The 9 Lives of Ozzy Osbourne says
Yeah.
enough. Like,
now,
that's what
normally we don't do documentary trailers, but when I watched this trailer, I was like, it's worthy.
Well, we're all biased rock and metal fans. So,
Ozzy Osbourne's a national treasure, even though he ain't from here. He's lived here his whole goddamn life. You know, fucking get over it. You know, y'all ready?
Yeah, dude.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. Check this out, dude. Birmingham, England. Here we go. I do know. That's all pain, man. He was bullied. Oh, look here. The great Rick Rubin. Just wait. We're going to see some faces. Fanson. And he's got MS, right? Yeah. Jack's got MS, I do believe. Yep. He has MS. I just looked it up. Sharon! Love that show. Oh, here's this one. Yeah, all right now. He's high right there, dude. Look at his eyes. Here's what I want, guys, and I'm going to tell you it's in the works. You remember back when we were talking about biopics they should make?
Yeah.
They got Ozzy one in the works, dude.
Good.
A Black Sabbath Ozzy Osbourne. I would love to see that.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
Black Sabbath, dude.
That's one. There's a story to tell there. You know, there's some people boring as fuck. No story.
Yeah.
There's a story there. What we got next?
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina,
The Teenage Witch?
Part
Question mark?
3.
Didn't know there was a 1 or 2. Is this the Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
Is it?
They redid it and brought it to Netflix. Yeah.
Let's see what's up.
All right.
I know y'all remember it.
Of course.
I was
Black
there.
Cat. Yeah.
The Black Cat.
Melissa Joan
Dude, it-
Hart, man.
Oh, yeah.
Rock.
Nah,
All right, I'm
nah,
ready.
nah, nah, nah.
No.
Nah, nah, nah,
Dude, every
nah.
time that motherfucker threw that
Just
that
do it.
ladder on that window, hey,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Man, I forgot about that.
No, dude.
Filing cabinet is strong with this one. All right, let's do it. Y'all ready? You ready, Trevor? All right, 3, 2, 1, play. What year is it? This was different. You better get that checked out. This looks like the Addams Family house. That crown's pimping. They have 3 seasons of this? It doesn't look bad. She's pretty. Good song choice. Damn. Are they fucking and sucking up in here, dude? Oh, shit. I didn't even know this was a thing. Oh, there's the black cat. This shit looks dark, dude. Hey. Oh, is she smoking a joint? Well, I mean, dude. She fucking had some hemostats, dog.
I mean, I
She
don't
might be
know.
smoking a J, dude.
Some
It's a
hemostat.
bummer,
surely-
dude. That's
I mean,
what they're
it's-
called.
It's Netflix, so surely this probably is.
It's a bummer, man.
I did watch this next trailer
Oh,
though.
I did too.
I wasn't
Is this
expecting
Chris
it.
Rock and Fargo?
This is Fargo season 4. Just wait, dude, because they're taking it back.
All right.
Just wait before you fucking shit on it,
Okay.
Trav.
Well, truth be told, I think the movie Fargo should have just been its own thing. It should
Well,
have been.
they're not connected
Then why is it called Fargo?
because it takes place in Fargo.
Yeah.
They're
Each
not connected
season-
though.
Yeah, each season's a different story.
I
what I
thought they were
understand.
connected when I started. Dude, the first season, you
So
haven't
it's
seen
got
that, Trav?
nothing to do with the
Nothing to do
original.
with the movie.
No.
It's just
Don't
a
you
show
know?
called Fargo.
Well, it takes place in Fargo, North Dakota, right?
Yeah.
Look, Trav, have you seen the first season?
No.
Dude,
haven't
it's
either.
good. Dude, it's got that dude that played Bilbo in the you know remember when they did The Hobbit?
Steve
Yeah.
Martin. or
Dude, it's
Nathan-
so
that-
fucking good. It's
whatever.
got him and it's got Sling Blade in it. It's so goddamn good, dude. I'm telling y'all, if y'all sleeping on that shit that came out 4 years ago, I'm telling you, dude, that season, now the second season, but that first season, some shit
What about
goes down.
season 3?
I haven't seen that either, but well, they're all different. You got a different
Right.
cast, different story. You know, they're all like. But that I'm telling you, man, that first season, if you look it up, the scores are going to be there. It's some good writing, and fucking what's his name, Sling Blade. Billy Bob
Billy Bob-
plays a fucking
Billy Bob
bad guy,
Thornton.
dude, and
Yeah.
he's wearing a wig. You can
Playing
tell
like
it
a
looks like
land
wig.
grabber or something.
It's so good, dude. Dude, there's this scene where he's pulled over and he's a bad guy. Like if somebody runs his ID, it ain't good. I think he even has something in the car with him. This cop comes up to the window and asks for his license, and he looks at him. He says, "Here's what we're gonna do. There's a road. You can go left and you can go right. You need to go left and turn around and go back to your fucking car right now." It's a little bit better than that, but he tells this cop, you don't want to do this.
Right.
And the cop gets scared and like he's like, okay, and he leaves. He's just like, oh, because he's just some fucking middle of nowhere fuck cop, like only got one bullet in his gun, like.
Right.
But he
Like,
scares
knows
the cop,
He
dude.
knows nothing's gonna happen.
He
Like,
tells
ain't
him,
shit.
he lets him know, I'm a bad guy, and if you don't turn around and go back to your fucking car and leave, this is not going to end well for you. And the cop's like, okay, and he leaves. Like this speech that he gives the cop, it's just you're sitting there watching it, like, oh my god, dude, Billy Bob still got it. Like, it's good, man. I watched that whole season. Couldn't wait to see it.
I'm ready.
You ready, Griffin? Yeah. Oh. Getting a little lag. Y'all ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, play. This has a Boardwalk Empire kind of feel, Trev. Fuck that. Look at fucking Chris Rock acting his ass off. It is, dude. The unions. Got that Fargo accent. Give me some. No good. Look at this, dude. Looking pretty good, dude. You got a panty on your head. That sound like fucking chocolate delicious, dude. What's his name? Wait, dude. That sound like the judge from Jay and Silent Bob. That panty on your head. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go see if I caught that voice. It's dude. Yeah, but this one is Boardwalk Empire good, dude. Tell her. Tell her to watch the trailer, dude. Hey, did she watch the first season of Fargo?
Can you hear me?
Did you watch the first season of Fargo? Adam wants to know.
I've watched a few episodes.
Oh,
Uh,
disappointed.
Thursdays when Picard airs. I thought it was tonight.
I thought it was I thought it was tonight.
so ready. You're gonna walk with me?
Of course.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
All right, I think we got October Faction next.
Is this Lil Dicky
Looks like him.
in the
Hi, my name's
screenshot?
Dave. You might know me as the rapper Lil Dicky. Let's check it. This is a Netflix horror series.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
tell you when
let's
you
see
are.
it.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. This don't look bad. Got a Men in Black feel. Something evil's on the rise. I don't know, guys. Might be a hit. I don't know. It's based on a novel.
It looks okay.
Now, there's only one reason I dropped this
It looks.
trailer.
Is it? Can I?
You
I s-
can.
Can I say this and
You could say it.
You guys know what I mean. It looks very Netflix.
Of course,
Yeah.
dude. It was made
Yeah,
for it.
do y'all know
like-
what I mean?
I know what
Like,
you
Yeah.
mean. I was thinking it when I was watching it. This is
Like,
a
of cour-
Netflix show.
Of course, this looks Netflix. You know what I mean? It looks. It
Yeah.
looks like all the other Netflix shows.
When I was watching it, I was thinking that. Griffin, were you thinking it?
Yeah.
This is Netflix. But it might be a big hit, dude.
I'm ready when y'all are. This.
There's only
Debs.
one reason that I dropped this trailer, and you'll know not long after we start. All right?
All
You'll
right.
see. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Here it comes, the voice. Who's that? Had to drop it. You got to work Linux. Oh, it's got her. I recognize her. Recognize her and him. Oh, it's some weird shit, dude. Midsummer, you know? Oh, what's her name? Who is that? Oh no! Oh, here it comes. And Annihilation. Not a bad movie. This is an FX TV series. Here's the thing. What's his name? If he agreed to do it, the script had to be good. You know what I'm saying? Sold American. Wait. Let me unmute you. Wait.
Well,
What's up?
this is FX's. This is their answer to.
Did you see the arms and the operating table? There's some robot cloning, something going on, dude. They splicing.
You think he might have took the idea of Ex Machina and made it long form?
Oh shit. I'm
That
down.
would be incredible.
What if everyone around the girl is like, what is devs? And it's like everything. And it's like everything around her's a robot.
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
Yeah, that looked good.
Next, we got McMillions.
Okay, y'all. I don't even have to explain this. We got another little documentary thing going on from HBO. I'll let it speak for itself. I just thought this was interesting.
It says produced by KFC, so I'm in.
Is it?
That was one of the comments.
Oh, y'all ready?
I'm ready.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, yeah. Looked interesting. It was a fraud, dude. Ain't nobody ever won that shit. Oh. I like the way they shot this. It looks like a hip ass documentary, dude. Like, who the fuck is Uncle Jerry? Do y'all know who Big Jerry is?
Movie or a series?
It says 6-part.
It's interesting.
Me and Deidre are probably gonna watch this.
Oh, you're on it. Do y'all know who Big Jerry is?
Mm-mm.
Y'all don't know
I don't
Big
think so.
Jerry? Okay. Tarantino has this list of rules. You can't fall asleep on his movie set. You can't bring anything that you can turn off and on, phones or whatever, tablet. Big Jerry is this big purple dildo. And if you fall asleep on Tarantino's movie set, they lay Big Jerry on you. They take a picture, and they put you on the wall of shame.
Wow.
If you go to the general, you will see all of the Big Jerry wall of shame. The last one was the actual wall of shame, but that's Brad Pitt with Big Jerry right up to his lips. He fell asleep on the set. I heard this story from Kurt Russell, actually today.
That's fucking
I was watching an
crazy.
interview with him. He gave the whole spiel about Big Jerry. All right. What we got next?
Spencer Confidential.
This is that Mark Wahlberg movie with Post Malone in it.
Oh, man.
A Netflix movie. Netflix is killing it, y'all. Like,
They're having to. The House of Mouse is about
they
to
got to
wreck
do
ass.
something. But I don't think Netflix is going anywhere. You know what I
No.
mean?
They're the OG, man.
Well, you pay what, $11.99 for Netflix. You drop another $6 on Disney.
You're good.
Even Hulu, dude. Even if you just buy Hulu, Disney, and Netflix, you're in what? 27, 28, less than $30?
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Tack on. Oh, now they got a new deal. For $12.99, you can get Hulu, Spotify, and ESPN. Prices are coming down.
Yeah.
They had to sweeten the deal when Disney rolled around with it. But y'all got this up? Let's watch it. T-Rev. 3, 2, 1, play. We got a fucking transformer. Travis, that's Post Malone. I like the feel of this trailer. The music, the trailer looks good. That's that comedian. Can't remember her name. Corey would know her name. That's it. Motherfucker's gonna come at him with the machete. You know what I'm saying? He looks familiar, doesn't he? You looked his name up? Oh, that's where they get their little comedy. Oh, you know who that is? He was in Us. He was in Black Panther. Persons of Interest. Was he the dad in Us? Wow, he looks different. Was he the dad in Us? I gotta confirm that, dude. He looks so different. He was, dude. This looks like a silly goose time, dude. It's got that Pain and Gain kind of feel. You know that? Dude, he looks so different, man. It doesn't even look like the same guy.
No, I don't.
Just add some dreads. Good for him, dude. Because he did really good in that movie.
He was great.
So we got this
Something we found out recently.
last night.
Yeah.
This is our trailer
This is
from the
our-
fringe part of the movie world.
Well, this is our trailer from fucking Trailers Forgotten. You know, like
Yeah.
some shit we didn't know about. Hard to Be a God.
Russian.
Official trailer. And just expect to see this shit show up till sometime soon. You know what I'm saying? What do you put on the list? Trav, did you put it on there? Did you add
Sure
it to your
did.
column? Okay.
Sure did.
My man. Y'all ready? I need one more ready. 3, 2, 1, play. I'm full screening this shit. Look at that shot, dude. You can already tell, dude, from that shot alone. Man, that dude's teeth is fucked up. That's a clarinet, right? I think I asked the same question last night. Look at it, dude. It's like, what's this dude down here? Do you guys know anything about this novel? Now, this was in a top 10 or 20 list for science fiction films. Now, while you're watching it, you're like, science fiction? But there's a twist. Look at them do a little dance. It looks like a masterpiece. It's got that lighthouse feel, y'all. Why are we just finding out about this? Because it's a foreign? This guy, that's me, dude, when I get off work. I can't wait to see the twist, dude. Because they don't give you any science fiction here. They give you nothing. Let me hear it, dude. Are you going to read from something?
I'm on Wiki, but it's not going.
No spoilers?
It says, well, I don't know how the movie's laid out, so it might be a spoiler. But it tells you what it is in that breakdown when we were looking at it. So,
I mean, go cut what you got, dude. Is it?
all right.
You already read it, so I feel like we all should know what you know going in.
Yeah. A group of 30 scientists travel from Earth to a nearly identical alien planet that is culturally and technologically centuries behind. The inhabitants of this planet have brutally suppressed a Renaissance movement, murdering anybody they consider to be an intellectual, and thus the planet is stuck in the Middle Ages. Anton, one of the scientists from Earth, is sent to infiltrate the local populace of the kingdom of Arkanar and help them progress as a society. Although he is forbidden from getting involved with local politics and forcibly interfering with the advancement of technology or culture, he assumes the identity of Don Ramata, a nobleman who resides in a large castle surrounded by poverty. There he lives with Ari, a young woman whom he has taken as his bride, and the juvenile prince Arkanar. Ramada's presence divides local opinion. Some treat him as a god, others despise him.
I'm fucking
Well,
sold.
here's the thing, dude. What you just read is on IMDb for the synopsis, word for word.
Really?
So you did not ruin. Yeah, dude, right there under the pictures, right there where it's usually at, it says that. A group of scientists, blah, blah, blah. You know,
Yeah.
here's what's crazy about this movie. Let me throw this at you. IMDb, 6.7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Ebert gave it a 4 out of 4 because he's, I guess he's got 4 thumbs. All right, Google user reviews. They usually come in clutch on us. 66.
Yeah.
Here's the catch. Rotten Tomatoes, 95.
Ooh.
It is 2 hours and 57 minutes, and this movie came out in 2013. I have no idea how this slipped under the radar, because I watch those movies you got to see videos
Yeah.
all the time. And a lot of foreign films. I got one in the bank that I'm going to bust on y'all one day, but I'm
Is it
holding
Stalker?
out. It's a foreign film. It's a foreign. And y'all sleeping on it. Y'all don't even know nothing about it. I'm still holding out so I can just bust it one day and be like,
I might have
we
already
got to do
seen it.
something. We got to do something like foreign film
Dude, this
February.
movie's
Oh,
runtime.
foreign film February, dude.
This movie's runtime is 177 minutes.
2 hours
Yeah.
and 57 minutes.
Yeah.
No, that's almost 3, bro. Might as well say 3. Like,
You got the credits are worked into that, but yeah. That's just what it says. I just read the script, but I'm down to watch that.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to do a
a lot of reviews are that
Wait.
it's very hard to watch, though.
not for me? All right, look, foreign film February.
Okay.
What y'all think?
Yeah. Well,
This
We'll
movie
have-
came out February 27th. Foreign Film February. I'm just saying, can we link up anything else with
Well, we've got
foreign film?
we've got 4 weeks in February. So we'll have next week we can drop a review, and then we can start the following week doing foreign film February.
All right, I've got another one. So we got this one. I'm guessing this is Trav's pick because he found it. We can't take credit for this. Trav found it.
Yeah.
I've got one. I just need to find the title again
Well,
but it was one of those movies where it was like, you ain't seen this movie, you need to watch this movie. So we got time for that. We'll come back, and then we'll have another one. You know, Griffin, you'll get one, and then we'll have another one that we can pick. But I think that we should watch that one first. That's the first week of Foreign Film February.
Okay.
And that's a new segment. We've never done that before. It's got a good ring to it.
I'm down.
Foreign Film February. You know what I'm saying?
this movie's from 2013.
How do we not know about this shit?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I live on the internet. Hey, I am the internet, you know?
It
And-
seems to be a cult following.
Yeah, dude, it's got a following. It's big.
Here's an excerpt from the top user review on IMDb.
Let me
It's
hear
spoiler
it.
free, but it's more of like just stuff that you can anticipate. It says, "Hard to be a god is difficult to describe, so I won't even try. It is astounding in its visual detail and its authenticity in recreating the period look of the Middle Ages in all its scatological unpleasantness. Framed against this backdrop is a cacophony of human activity, swarms of people wandering on and off screen, sometimes interacting with the camera, muttering, shouting, barfing, pooping, peeing, spitting, farting, you name it. It's disgusting, intentionally so. And while I won't go so far as to say it's all pointless, it certainly feels that way, or rather, the discomfort in watching humanity at its grossest isn't worth sticking with the thing long enough to find out what its point might be." Because earlier in the review, the guy said he only watched 1 hour of the 3 hours here.
I'm willing to sit through that.
He said, "But that said, it did make an indelible impression on me and kept me thinking about it. I'll leave it to people smarter or more patient or both than me to watch the whole thing and decide whether or not it deserves the idolatrous praise critics have heaped upon it. But having watched only the bit of it that I did, I can say it's certainly something."
The fact that he left a review and did not finish the movie kicked him nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to sit through the 3 hours.
Yeah. I am
If you
too.
guys are. I'm willing. I'm down, dude. After watching the trailer, that's some shit I'm gonna watch whether we watch it or not.
Yeah.
But I think it deserves it.
I'm down, man.
I'm down with it. And I know that's a long time. That's a Batman movie, but there's something going on there and I want to know what happens.
Yeah.
I'm down. We got any more trailers?
We got one more, Sergio.
Now, last week or the week before, they released a teaser for this. They teased the balls.
As
Then they
do.
dropped a trailer,
All right.
and the trailer don't look half bad.
I'm ready for it.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Another Netflix movie. Here we go. I think this is based on someone. I don't know, but it's got a Pablo feel. It may be. I don't know. That's the guy that plays Pablo? He's a good actor. That Pablo shit's good. She looks familiar. I've seen some of it. So this is based off a true story for sure. Yep, there it is. Oh, shit. What difference does it make? Man, I recognize her. I recognize that face. This looks serious. Oh, she was in Blade Runner. That's a chick from Blade Runner 2049. And Knives Out. And War Dogs. She was in War Dogs. I knew that face. It looks intense. No, listen to me, white girl. You need to leave the area. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be standing out here. It looks intense, dude. Narcos is good. His
looks
Pablo
good.
Escobar is like, wow. His acting. And that's the only thing I've ever seen him in is like Netflix shit.
Right.
But it's good. So, next week on the podcast, I wish I had a soundboard so I go. We're watching, guys. Wait for it. 1917.
I'm ready.
I can't wait for us to talk about this movie. Travis, can you not wait to just like sit down and suck this movie's dick? Like pull a stool up and sit down on it and just assume the position.
What, 1917?
1917 next week, dude.
Oh my god, I'm
Dude.
excited.
It's so goddamn good. I can't wait. I can't wait for Griffin to see it so he can be like, ugh, you know, like, and you will be, dude.
Once
Without a shadow of a doubt,
I
you
argue,
will be.
Griff, that even though you absolutely have the comfort and convenience of being able to pause this movie to go use the bathroom or whatever.
Griffin don't pause.
No, but
he's talked about it on the pod, dude. He don't.
This whole dude.
He don't pause.
You're gonna get so into this movie, you're gonna get mad if like
Confirmed,
if you're watching
Griffin.
if you're watching it with Marina and
he don't
gets up,
pause.
you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's talked about it before. He's like, when I start a movie, I don't stop it.
Unless something major is happening.
Somebody would have to die.
This movie
and
is
even then,
incredible.
dude, even then, if you're
Griff,
watching this movie and someone died, you'd be like, wait a minute, this movie's almost finished.
I can say that without overhype at all, man. Like
I'm overhyping, dude.
What this motherfucker does with his camera in the film
Oh my god. I went back and looked at what I put down in the Oscar stuff. I was like, man, did I bet on this? Because
like they fit so much into that one shot, dude. Like, and here's like I think I might have told you like off the pod, but there are moments, man, where they're traveling and the camera will pan and you will see the distance traveled. And
oh my god, dude.
you feel like
we ain't giving you nothing. But here's what I want to say.
You feel the weight of the journey, dude.
Here's what I want to say. I just pulled up the spreadsheet. And for best cinematography, without even seeing the movie, me and Trav gave it 1917. You gave it The Lighthouse. You fucked up, dude. You fucked up. That's the point.
Man.
I can't wait to take my victory lap.
Because
I'm gonna win this.
No, dude. No, I can't look at it like that.
Well, The Lighthouse is awesome.
I can't wait for Griffin to respond and be like, "Holy shit, guys!"
But here's the thing,
I feel like
Travis. Here's the thing.
Regardless,
let me throw this at you. Let me throw this at you. Best picture. I picked Little Women. You picked Joker. Guess what Griffin picked? 1917. You might get that, dog.
It's all coming out in the wash.
Oh my god, it's all coming out in the wash. And that's the only time that we picked that movie. Had I seen this movie before, probably would have picked it for everything. But
yep, absolutely.
Holy
dude.
shit!
I won't change my picks now.
No, we can't. It's locked in, dude. We can't even edit.
Still,
Griffin can edit.
If this movie wins every category that I pick something different, I'll take the loss.
It's okay. I'm just happy that it'll get its praise. It'll get its day.
Like and here's the thing too, Griffin. There's no chuffa, not to me
whatsoever.
The mission starts,
And when it ends is when the movie cuts the fuck off. That's it.
Damn.
Like
Intense,
it is, yeah.
dude. I was like, to fill the podcast listeners in, I fired this movie up just to see how it looked and test it out, test the waters.
As you do.
I could not put it down and step away. I was in. I was just like, what's gonna happen? Travis, as soon as you start this movie, you didn't do shit till it was over.
No, dude.
You didn't go to the bathroom. Like, just
dude, I sat there mouth breathing for.
I've been trying to build it up too much. The build up, you'll be the same way, dude. You'll be like, it's a shelf setter. People are sleeping on this movie.
Arguably one of the best
Sleeping on
modern
it.
war films
You
in
know,
a long time.
And like Corey talks about, Saving Private Ryan being the best war movie of all time.
Fuck that.
Topped it.
I mean, no.
Topped it. Saving Private Ryan's a great movie, but this movie is something else on a filmmaking level. The way it was shot and everything. Like, dude, Trav, did you catch any feels?
Yeah.
You caught some feels, dude. There's feels in this movie.
Just no, dude. No film to me that I've watched has captured the gravity of just how
war?
insane World War, like any of the World Wars.
Well, I don't even think we've ever seen a World War I movie. Not like
of just the way
like
the way life for a soldier might seem to be.
terrible.
Maybe not as ridiculous and fictionalized as this movie goes on to do.
Right.
But at the same time, when you're watching it, dude, it ain't that ridiculous.
Well, I mean, seeing
Like,
a
this is all shit that
situation
could happen.
seeing a situation unfold for 2 hours where things semi are happening in real time. So you'll go from this ridiculously like brutal horrors of war moment, and then the characters got to get over it so that something else can, the next situation that happens can be dealt with.
Here's the thing. I love the movie that we watched this week with all my heart, but I can't wait to talk about the next fucking goddamn movie, dude. Like,
Absolutely.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is why we do the podcast. Griffin, watch that shit tonight. No, I'm just kidding. And we're not going to talk about it. From here, all right, dude, Travis, and from now until next Tuesday, we ain't going to fucking talk about it. We ain't going to breathe a word.
But I will say this, though, Griffin. If somehow you find yourself with a little time to watch a movie before your normal movie watching day,
it's worth it.
Squeeze it in, dude.
It's worth it.
It's worth it, dude. It's worth the extra effort to watch it sooner.
Call in to work tomorrow, dude.
Okay.
It's worth it. And you know, I'm hamming it up for the pod, but at the same time I'm not. Like,
right.
I hated. I wasn't pot. I just couldn't stop watching it, man. It was just, oh man.
It was too much.
Dude, it was. I just did that Muliani, you know that thing, like
kiss the fingers.
I did it, dude, and I threw them up. National
Some of
treasure.
the shots are fucking beautiful.
I can't wait to watch
and
a Blu-ray
all their
rip.
like war.
I will own the movie.
Dude.
We're already. I'm already on the stool. You know what I'm saying? I'm balls deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm down there.
I hear what you're saying.
But we're doing that next week. We got to get out of here. It's late as fuck.
Yeah.
Keep it real. Keep it rigid. Any last words? Checks in the mail? Bad Lieutenant decisions? There were none.
No,
were there?
Obviously not. No.
No bad Lieutenant decisions.
You know what else we can do next week too?
What do we got?
We can do a recap of Watchmen because I should be done with it by then.
You're gonna be done with the Watchmen next week?
I got
Dude,
one.
Please watch the last episode.
Yeah. So
if you cram that and dude, it won't be hard.
No.
Because you know.
I'm gonna try to watch it when I
almost
get
there,
home.
Because I don't want to talk about it till you finish it.
Yeah.
And we'll suck that fucking TV show off too. You know.
While we're at it.
Ain't no shame in my game. That's a great episode.
Yeah.
And that will be episode 149. So, signing off for the Real Estate Podcast. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Travis.
I'm here with Adam.
The check's in the mail.